Okay guys, so I'm going to be reviewing for our mid-unit 2 quiz. Our first question that we have here is to simplify this expression by distributing and combining like terms. So I have negative 2x plus 5, 4 minus 3x inside the parentheses, and then I have a minus 10 right there. So this negative 2x, I'm not going to be able to combine anything yet until I distribute here. So this plus 5 has to be multiplied by the 4 and by the negative 3x. So let me rewrite my equation. Negative 2x plus 5 times 4, so that's one part, plus 5 times negative 3x, and then minus 10. So now I have my complete expression written out, and so now let me actually do the multiplication so I can know what I actually have. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times negative 3x is a negative 15x. Again, positive times a negative equals a negative answer. And then the minus 10 is just there at the end. So I can't do anything besides bring it down. Now I have to match and see what my like terms are. So I have the negative 2x and the negative 15x. I know that's going to be in one group. So negative 2x minus 15x. They both have the x variable, so that's my group. I also have a plus 20 and a negative 10. So that will be my other group. A 20 minus a 10. So now I have to combine these like terms and then find out what my final answer will be. So negative 2x minus 15x equals negative 17x. And a plus 20 minus a 10 is going to still keep me with a positive 10. So this is my final answer here. Negative 17x plus 10. Moving on, I have the rectangle that has a length of negative 3a plus 6, so that's the length up here, and then a width of 5. So now it's asking me to find the area of the rectangle. The area always is length times the width. So the area with the length of negative 3a plus 6 multiplied by the width of 5. So I know, okay, I'm going to have to distribute here. I'm going to have to multiply the 5 times the 6 and also multiply the 5 times the negative 3a. So when I'm trying to calculate my area, again, I can separate it into two groups. Negative 3a times 5 and 6 times 5. Those are my two separate groups. Negative 3a times 5 is negative 15a. And a 6 times 5 is a positive 30. So this would be my final answer. Again, they're not asking me for the units, but if I was asked to give the units, I would put units squared because it's area that I'm looking for. I'm trying to find area here. Okay, next question. Same exact rectangle, only this time I'm trying to find the perimeter. So, remember, when I'm trying to find the perimeter, I have to know that all of the sides have to be added up. I have to add this side plus this side, plus this one, plus this one, plus this last one. So I'm trying to add all the sides together. So my perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, because I have a length and a length, a width and a width. 2 times the length is negative 3a plus 6. 2 times the width is 5. When I have this multiplication set up right here, I have to again distribute, because it's one number on the outside, two numbers on the inside. So this is how I set it up. I have 2 times negative 3a as one group, 2 times positive 6 as the next group, and then 2 times 5, I already know that that's 10. So I can bring that one down. Then I say, okay, 2 times negative 3a equals negative 6a. 2 times 6 is a positive 12. And then the positive 10 again gets brought down. I have like terms, a plus 12 and a plus 10, but I can't combine anything with the negative 6a because nothing else has a variable here. So then I say, okay, my perimeter is negative 6a, and then 12 plus 10 is 22. So this is my perimeter, negative 6a plus 22. And if they asked me for the units, it would just be units. No squared because I'm dealing with perimeter. Okay. Next question. Factor the following expression using the greatest common factor. So I have 3 terms here. I have the first term, the second term, and the third term. So I'm going to write them and list them out. Negative 8x squared y is my first term. 12xz is my second term. And then negative 36x is my third term. So I have them all set up here. Now I need to know and find what the factors are. So 8, that breaks down into 2 times 4, and then 2 times 2. So I have 2 times 2 times 2. The x squared breaks down into just x times x, because that's 2 of them, x times x. The y doesn't have an exponent, so I just include it as being multiplied times y. Then I have the 12. The 12, 2 times 6, and then 2 times 3. So 2 times 2 times 3, and then I have a x variable and a z variable. So they have to be separate because they're not the same. They don't have exponents. Then the last one, 36. So 36 is 2 times 18, 2 times 9, and then 3 times 3. So this time I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times x. So now I'm going to go and say, okay, what do I have in common here? I have a 2 that's in common in the top, middle, and bottom. I have another 2 that's in common in the top, middle, and bottom. The 3's are only on the middle and the bottom, so I can't use that. The 2 is only on the top, I can't use that. But I do have an x that's in common for the top, middle, and the bottom. So that means I can take those out. So I have a 2, another 2, so 2 times 2 times x that has to be on the outside. So 2 times 2 is just 4. 4 times x would give me 4x on the outside. Now I can go back and highlight and say, okay, I have a 2 left over, an x and a y. I have a 3 and the z, and then I have a 3 and a 3 left over. So now I know exactly what's going to go inside the parentheses. So 2 times x times y just becomes 2xy. And it's negative because the first term was negative 8xy, or negative 8x squared y. So that's negative 2xy that's left in here. The 3 and the z are left over as my middle term. And it's a positive number, so I keep the plus. And then the 3 and the 3 are left over as my third term. And this is also a negative number, so this is a minus right here. So this would be my final answer. The factored expression is 4x on the outside, negative 2xy, plus 3z, minus 9 on the inside. So again, it looks like a lot of work, but again, it's just 3 simple steps. Finding the factors, finding out what's in common and bringing it outside, and then finding out what's left over and taking that inside. Okay, this one, the value of A. I have 1A, I have 2A, and then I have 3A's, and they're all equal to 24. This is a simple one-step equation based on the model. If it's 3 times A, I need to do the opposite and inverse and divide both sides by 3. So A is equal to 8. And again, if you want to check your answer, just say, okay, this is an 8, this is an 8, and this is an 8. If I add 8 plus 8 plus 8, what do I get? I get 16 plus 8, and that's equal to 24. So the 24 equals the 24 right there. So 8 is the value for A. And then the last question here, there's a B and a 10 that are connected together in one rectangle, and that whole line or that whole length is equal to 16. So my equation would be B plus 10 is equal to 16. I'm trying to get rid of this number so I can only have the variable B on that side. So I have to do the opposite. I have to do minus 10. Plus 10 and minus 10 cancel, only the B is left over. 16 minus 10 is 6, so the value for B should be 6. So if I have a 6 right here and a 10 right here, 6 plus 10, what does that give me? 16. And that matches this length right here. So again, a few review problems to help you out with tomorrow's quiz. If you have any questions, just send me a message.